Hey y'all, so I'm back again. So we have part 2. So anyway, I am with Mandy and G at Seek Heavenly Things and Garamo del Para 303. So, alright, so this is kind of long, so we're going to jump right in this. So first I claim that Jesus came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross, rose on the third day. He finished all penalties of sin on the cross for everyone. So all sins finished on the cross, past, present, future. Alright, so this is 4/28/2026, second phase, the pre-introductory phase part 2. God's physical calendar 13/9. Like I said, there's 13 months in the real calendar. Alright, so God's spiritual calendar 6/9. God's true Gregorian is 11/13. So, and again, this one was done on 6/7/2025, and he's added more to this today. So it's gonna be exciting, y'all. Alright. Okay. Hi, my children. I know this all seems kind of overwhelming to you, but just know my plans are perfect and pleasing. Not everyone understands my end time plans and why I am tarrying so long. But children, please know that every part I speak is going to make sense to you, as I deliver everything on my perfect timing. You see, children, you do not remember where you all came from because your memories were taken from you. I have allowed that to complete my eternal plan, but there is so much that I, Yeshua HaMashiach, is personally going to uncover to you, and it will take time for you to wrap your mind around all of these things. I don't expect for you to get everything right away, or even truly believe everything. You are wrestling against flesh, and yes, I know what the Bible says about that, but that is pertaining to the spiritual battle and not the physical battle. You see, children, you do not have all of the missing pieces yet, and this is why I am personally unsealing everything to teach you what you all have never been taught, based on all things that I have personally allowed to happen, to lure evil in, to bring it all to fruition for my grand finale. Your Father knows your thoughts. Your Father knows that you all have been taught all of your lives, or what your Father, oh my Lord, I can't read today. Anyway, oh well, so be it. Okay, your Father knows your thoughts. Your Father knows what you all have been taught all of your lives. So it's hard for you to recognize this side of my personality and my true character. This is why it is so important for you to complete the wineskin process after salvation, so you will be able to understand what I am speaking to all of you. And by listening to me, you are agreeing and you are willing to unblock your frequencies. Okay? Alright, let's see. You see, children, you unblock your frequencies by growing your relationship with me, by humbling yourself at my feet and getting to know the true me and asking me what I can personally teach you. Remember, there's a reason that I set things into motion, because I know the future. I know what is coming before I ever put it into creation. So I know the outcome of everything. So this is why I am asking you to trust me by coming to me and asking me, Yeshua HaMashiach, for my truth. You cannot just assume that you have all of the answers. You cannot just assume that you have been taught everything. I told you in my words that knowledge would increase in the end times. Well, we are embarking on that journey and entering into the symbolic arc until it is ready to transition into the physical arc for the end times. So please do not resist the knowledge that I am bringing to you from my prophets. I know it is foreign to most of you, and this is why I ask you to come to me regarding my end time plans. My prophets are just being obedient. They have done every single thing that I have asked of them, whether they understood what I was asking them to do or not. If you have come to me proudly, not admitting that you could be wrong, or not truly wanting to know my plans, but only wanting answers for your own agenda to make your own feelings feel secure, That is not truly humbling yourself at my feet. I will continue to ignore you at that point, or I will give you your heart. You see, there's nothing that your Father does not see. There are things that I see happening all day long, especially on this forum. I know many of you think you're doing me a service by coming against my prophets. In a way, you are, because I am training you to be battle ready, to fight the enemy. I need you to know that you are doing, or what you are doing is going to be flipped on you, because I am in control of this outcome that is currently happening. So you are going to realize that I am behind everything, and when you do, there is going to be a switch inside your brain and in your heart that is going to flip on inside of you, and you're going to realize that you have been coming against the wrong people. This is going to make you feel very remorseful and disappointed in yourself, but your Father needs you to know that this is part of my plan to get you ready to fight the true enemy. So at this point, when you realize that this has been me the entire time, I do not want you to be upset at yourself, because there's some things that I am personally doing that you cannot control, because I am leading you, well, most of you, this way for your training. However, get my hair out of my face. Okay. All right. However, there are exceptions that I have turned over to a reprobate mind, because no matter what I am doing, you refuse to come to me and ask me for my truth, whether you understand what is happening or not. At that point, you are taking on your own responsibility and you are doing your own will, whether you are still training for me or not. I am not going to reward that. So you will continue to come against my prophets. But just know you will be shut down pretty quickly when you see the overwhelming response of positive comments that will be coming back on this channel when I decide to release all of the major prophecies to fall. And as they fall, the people are truly going to wake up, because my people will also be showing the supernatural. And you see, children, I am going to make everything grow on my timing, because it is my harvest that I am building, and it is so important for you to listen to me now, because what is coming is going to shock the world. I know you have deemed my people to be false, and rightfully so, based on the testing that I've put all of you through, including them. But you do not have my final plans. You do not know how I am using my clock, and you do not know what I am going to do next through my people. My people do not even truly know what I am going to do next until I am ready to reveal that plan to them. So right now, their next instructions are to post these parts, and the 12 will start reading these parts, and then I will give them their next step. You see, children, I am behind absolutely every single thing, whether you believe in my prophets or not, and I am still behind all of you. It is not a coincidence that you are here on Mandy's sites or any of my chosen 12 sites, whether you are defending them or coming against them in the comment section, or quietly watching to see what I am going to do next. It means you have ranked high in the spiritual battle, where you were not wrestling against flesh. You see, it has to do with the order of creation and how I have created all of you through the battle lines. So, if you know about this channel, you are meant to be here, and that means you were created early on in the original kingdom. This is why I am not allowing this channel to grow at this timing. I am going to pick my perfect moment, and this channel will skyrocket, and you will know that Yeshua HaMashiach is leading all of my prophets to build my harvest. I know this, I know this is kind of unorthodox to you, and these plans were not in my Bible. I did not release any of this because I did not want the enemy to twist any of these plans. But now that I am releasing all of this to you, It is time for you to wake up and pay attention, because you will miss the boat if you are not careful. I do not want any of my children to miss the boat, and this is why I tarry. This is why I continue to put out parts, and I continue to show you small increments of the supernatural until I am ready to bring it all down, making it obvious in front of all of you. You've had many moments. I have given you so much time to ask me with a humble heart if these are my plans. But your time is running out for that, because now that we are in the second phase of the pre-introductory phase and we are embarking on this journey, the full-on supernatural will come on my perfect timing. I need you to know we are making steps for the end times to officially start. This is why I am bringing all of these mysteries and secrets of the kingdom to you. My prophets will always claim that their King of Kings and their Lord of Lords is I, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua HaMashiach. My prophets will always claim that I came in the flesh or come in the flesh, that I have took the penalty of sin from you by dying on the cross for you and rose on the third day, so you may all live in resurrection with me when it is time for you to go to heaven. So now I am using my people to start the end times by teaching you how important it is to unblock all of your frequencies, so you can start to recognize my true voice and my true character. After you start to recognize my true voice and my true character, there is something that is going to change inside of you. You are going to look at your life completely different, and you are going to start wondering what your purpose for being here is. And when you reach the highest frequency level, it is now going to be evident inside of your heart who is truly leading your life. That is going to start to transform you and make you only want my will over your own. You see, that is how I, Yeshua HaMashiach, designed everything, because I am purposefully guiding everything as I am growing the seed that was planted inside of all of you listening now. And as I activate your heart of flesh, if you truly know my salvation and good news, and you have the heart of flesh, which is now my heart of flesh, leading you and guiding your every move through my will, you will start to feel that seed grow. All right, so y'all, frequencies, it's everything. You know, the more videos you watch, the more you read, you're gonna get these frequencies, and he's gonna unblock them, and you know, you're gonna experience this transformation. It's awesome. So anyway, again, test the spirit. Who you hearing from? You know, do they claim that Jesus came in the flesh? Or I should, well, wait. Ooh, let me back up so I'm not corrected again. Does he confess that he came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day? I had to correct myself because, you know, some of the mockers are like, well, who's they? Ooh. Okay. So anyway, 1 John 4, 1 through 4. So the devil's never going to spit those words out of his mouth. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day. I will see you later. Bye.